Star Squad, Momokeas here, and today we're going to be gushing or crushing over a game we beat on stream a while back called Kraken Academy. This game was released September 10th of 2021 and was developed by Happy Broccoli Games and published by Fellow Traveler. Happy Broccoli Games is currently working on another indie that is set to be released later this year called Duck Detective: The Secret Salami. I will be adding this one to my list. Fellow Traveler has also published many other indies you may have heard of, such as Citizen Sleeper, Genesis Noir, Beacon Pines, along with many more. This game review is solely based on my experience with this game and is my opinion on said experience. You should not take this review as fact and still give the game a go for yourselves. Spoiler warning in the event I accidentally spoil anything for my fellow Star Warriors, and without further ado, on with the show! In this casual indie adventure RPG game, you play as the male twin of a duo who hate each other. You know, normal sibling things. Your mother has sent you both to boarding school, you are in the music club, your sister's in the drama club, and you guys are now both on your own. You notice that things are not normal in this school, and the entire school appears to be in disarray, except the drama club. You attend your first class until you are called to the lake by the Kraken. He makes you assemble an amulet that can reverse time and tells you have to free the spirits of the clubs that are trapped inside certain students. This will save the school from collapsing in 3 days. The story of this game was simple enough. There is an order in which you have to release each spirit, and the Kraken shows up in multiple parts of the game to help you along your journey. He shows up as a stray tentacle in a toilet, and I have a new fear unlocked. Besides the Kraken and the main character, there are about 4 to 5 students in each club and about 11 staff members. The Kraken makes 12. Despite there being so many characters, it's easy to get turned around and a little confused. I do want to point out that the devs did an amazing job giving so much personality to each character and playing on their strengths, likes, and dislikes when designing them. For those who have seen the stream, you already know that my favorite character is Broccoli Girl, because not only does the game never give us her name before the transformation, but they also show us how adorable she was before she became a stalk of broccoli. The pacing of the main story felt a little rushed in my opinion, but with them sprinkling in some side quests to help pad out the story and fill out the gaps, I feel like it helped. My favorite side quest was definitely going on a date with Broccoli Girl and watching her slide down the slide, and now this is the best frame I have ever seen in a video game. The controls are easy to grasp and are available for both keyboard and mouse and controller. I ended up using controller. There's an interact button, an inventory button which contains your quest log, map, and information on each character, and of course the button that allows you to use the amulet to reset time. There's also a button for sprint, which I noticed was kind of sticky. There isn't an option to have your sprint toggled normally, but if you double tap the sprint button, it allows you to toggle it on, and then random points during my playthrough, the character would just stop sprinting. I'm unsure if this was intentional or a glitch. Speaking of glitches, I had the worst glitch in the game that forced me to reload it not once but twice. I would pause the game during a cutscene as to not miss anything, and the gameplay would continue in the background behind the pause menu. It would not let me unpause, and the game became unresponsive, forcing me to reload. The problem with this is that the save mechanic in this game is one where you have to physically save, so there is no auto-saving. So it became ever more frustrating that I kept losing progress when I had to reload. The 3-day reset mechanic was fun to play around with, and the fact that the characters would lose their memories between resets reminded me a lot of Majora's Mask. The quick time events were also pretty easy. Then again, I had it on easy difficulty. And when you first start a new game, it gives you the option between normal or easy. And of course you can change this at any time in the options menu during the game. Now, if the game is just a little too hard for you, there is an invincibility mode in those option menus, but I never ended up using that. The visual contrast between the intro cinematic of the game itself and the pixelated sprites is astounding. I can say that even when the characters are pixelated, they were still very expressive. When you speak to a character, their image pops up on screen along with your own, and I can say that I love the art style of each character. You're really able to see the finer details of their designs. The school itself was minimalistic, only containing 4 dorms, the cafeteria, which also had the headmaster's office, the nurse's office, and the teacher's lounge inside, and an abandoned dorm. While it's not a part of the main map, when you went on certain quests, you were able to leave the school and visit other locations like the water park or the movie theater. While on the surface the school doesn't seem to have much, there is a little bit more to explore when you progress through the game, making the world feel even bigger than it originally was. As minimalistic as it might seem, the visual design I feel worked really well with the story the devs were trying to tell. There is some voice acting in the game. Most emotions are conveyed through grunts, gasps, and other basic sounds, but when you first meet each character, they say at least one line. There are 46 songs in this soundtrack, most ranging anywhere between 40 seconds to about 4 minutes. The music of this game really did a good job adding to the cutscenes, exploration, and the overall vibe of the game. At the end of the day, this is a silly little adventure game that is jam-packed with great level design, dynamic characters, loads of Easter eggs, and references from pop culture. This game was an absolute gush for me, and I hope you guys consider giving it a playthrough for yourself. This game is available on Steam for a solid $18 and is available on Switch and Xbox. Sorry, PlayStation players. This game offers about 5.5 hours of playtime if you focus on main questline only, and about 8 hours if you go the completionist route. If you've played this game before, let me know. Did you have different opinions than I? Let's open up that conversation. If there are any other indie titles you would like for me to check out, leave them in the comments below. I'm always looking for more games to play. If you want to watch me play these indies live, you can check me out at twitch.tv/Momokeas, and all of my other social links will be in the description below. The next Gush or Crush is currently undetermined as we are still playing 3 indie games at once, but I hope to see you guys next time, and until then, be good, shine bright, don't let anyone dim that light, and stay awesome!